Have you ever wondered what truly matters after turning 70? What if I told you that letting go of just a few things could unlock a happier, more peaceful life? In the next few minutes, you'll discover 6 surprising things that no longer need your energy, things that might be holding you back without you even realizing it. Stick around to learn why releasing these can bring you freedom, joy, and a lighter heart. If you want to embrace this new chapter with positivity and peace, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content coming your way. Lesson 1. Stop chasing perfection. As we grow older, many of us carry the invisible weight of perfectionism, an idea that if only everything were flawless, we would finally feel at peace. But here's the truth. After 70, chasing perfection is one of the biggest traps that can steal your joy and drain your energy. Why? Because perfection, by its very nature, is impossible. It's a moving target that shifts depending on who you ask, what time it is, or even how you're feeling that day. So why keep running after something that can never truly be caught? Think about the years you've lived, decades full of experiences, lessons, laughter, and even mistakes. Each wrinkle, scar, or story you carry adds to your unique beauty. Perfection is not found in flawless skin or never making a mistake, it's found in authenticity. When you finally let go of the need to be perfect, you give yourself permission to be real. And that, more than anything, is what makes life richer and more fulfilling. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you allowed yourself to be imperfect without judgment? Maybe you've been holding back, waiting for the right moment to fully be yourself. But here's the secret: there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is now, exactly as it is. Letting go of perfectionism doesn't mean you stop caring about quality or effort, it means you stop tying your happiness and self-worth to an impossible standard. It means you stop beating yourself up over small mistakes or perceived failures and start appreciating the beauty of progress, effort, and simply showing up. Imagine how much lighter your heart would feel if you stopped criticizing yourself for every little flaw. What if, instead of focusing on what you wish was different, you celebrated what is? How much more energy could you devote to the people, passions, and moments that truly matter? This shift in mindset isn't just about feeling better, it's about living better. After all, life after 70 is a precious gift, and it deserves to be enjoyed fully, without the constant pressure to be perfect. When you release this burden, you open yourself up to freedom, the freedom to laugh louder, love deeper, and try new things without fear of failure. And here's something to keep in mind: your imperfections are what make you relatable and human. They connect you to others in ways polished perfection never could. When you show your true self, you invite others to do the same, creating bonds built on honesty and trust. So, what's the next step? The next lesson dives into something just as powerful: how to release the need for approval from others, which often goes hand in hand with perfectionism. Trust me, this next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. It's about reclaiming your peace and living life on your own terms, something every one of us deserves. Before we move on, take a moment to reflect. How would your life change if you stopped chasing perfection today? What opportunities or joys might you welcome that you've been too afraid to try because you worried you wouldn't get it just right? Remember, the journey to a happier, lighter life starts with small shifts in how you see yourself. And letting go of perfection is one of the most beautiful and freeing shifts you can make. If you're ready to embrace this mindset and learn more about living your best life after 70, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for the upcoming lessons. Together, we'll explore simple but powerful ways to make your golden years truly shine. Lesson 2. Release the need for approval. One of the heaviest burdens many of us carry, especially as we grow older, is the need for approval from family, friends, or society. We spend so much of our lives trying to fit in, seeking validation, or worrying about what others think of us. But here's a truth worth embracing after 70: the opinions of others don't define your worth. Releasing this need for approval can bring an incredible sense of freedom, peace, and happiness. Think about all the years you've spent shaping your life around other people's expectations. Maybe you made choices based on what others wanted, or you held back expressing your true feelings because you feared judgment. Now, ask yourself, how much of your energy has been spent living for others rather than for yourself? It's never too late to change that. In fact, this stage of life is perfect for reclaiming your power and living authentically, free from the constant need to seek permission or approval. When you stop looking outside for validation, you can finally turn inward and listen to what you really want. The freedom that comes from releasing the need for approval is profound. Imagine waking up each day without worrying about what others might think of your choices, your appearance, or your opinions. Imagine making decisions that truly align with your values, passions, and happiness. This is not just a dream, it's a reality waiting for you to claim. Why does this matter so much after 70? Because your time and energy are precious, and you deserve to spend them on what truly fulfills you, not on trying to please others or live up to outdated expectations. When you stop seeking approval, you begin to feel lighter, more confident, and more joyful. Consider this. Who would you be if you no longer cared about others' approval? Would you take more risks? Speak your mind more freely? Pursue dreams you've put off? Let that question sit with you for a moment, it's powerful. Releasing the need for approval doesn't mean you stop caring about others, it means you stop sacrificing your happiness to win their acceptance. It means valuing your own voice and trusting your own instincts. And it means recognizing that the most important approval you need is your own. This lesson is about self-respect, self-love, and embracing your unique journey. When you finally prioritize your own approval, you inspire others to do the same. You set a powerful example of courage and authenticity that resonates far beyond your own life. And here's a little secret: the less you seek approval, the more approval you naturally attract. Why? Because authenticity shines brighter than any mask we wear to please others. People are drawn to the real you, the one who is confident, comfortable, and true. So what's next? The next lesson uncovers another essential step toward happiness: letting go of regrets. Trust me, the next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. It's about freeing yourself from the past so you can fully embrace the present and future with open arms. Before you go, reflect for a moment. How would your life change if you stopped trying to get everyone's approval? What would you start doing differently if you fully trusted yourself? Remember, the journey to a happier life after 70 is about shedding what no longer serves you. Releasing the need for approval is one of the most empowering steps you can take. It's your invitation to live boldly, love deeply, and embrace the freedom you deserve. If you're ready to continue this journey, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for the upcoming lessons. Together, we'll explore simple yet powerful ways to make your golden years the most joyful yet. Lesson 3. Don't dwell on regrets. As we grow older, it's natural to look back on life and reflect on choices we made, opportunities we missed, or things we wish we had done differently. But here's a powerful truth: dwelling on regrets can keep you stuck in the past, stealing the joy and peace you deserve today. After 70, learning to let go of regrets is one of the most freeing steps you can take toward a happier life. Regrets are like shadows, they linger, cast doubt, and sometimes weigh heavily on your heart. But here's the question to ask yourself: are your regrets shaping your future, or are they holding you back from living fully in the present? Many people spend years replaying what-if scenarios, wishing things had gone differently. While it's healthy to learn from past mistakes, it's unhelpful to live there. After 70, life's richness comes from embracing what is, not what could have been. Imagine carrying a heavy suitcase everywhere you go, filled with regrets. How exhausting would that be? Now imagine setting that suitcase down and walking lighter, freer, and more open to new experiences. That's what letting go of regrets can do for you. The truth is, regrets don't define you, they are just a small part of your story. Your story is also filled with resilience, growth, joy, and countless moments of love and laughter. When you focus too much on regrets, you miss out on appreciating these beautiful parts of your life. Ask yourself, what would happen if you stopped giving your regrets so much power? How might your outlook change? How would your days feel if you chose to focus on gratitude and possibility instead? Letting go of regrets is not about forgetting your past or pretending mistakes never happened. It's about forgiving yourself, learning the lessons, and deciding that your past will not control your happiness anymore. It's about choosing to live with intention and joy, regardless of what has already passed. This mindset shift is especially important after 70 because it opens the door to peace and contentment. You've earned this time in your life, don't let regrets keep you from enjoying it fully. Instead, think of your past as a rich tapestry, full of colors and textures that make you who you are, not a chain that holds you back. Here's something to ponder. If you could send a message to your younger self, what would it be? Would it be filled with forgiveness, encouragement, or perhaps a reminder that life is about progress, not perfection? By releasing regrets, you give yourself permission to heal and move forward. You invite happiness, peace, and new beginnings into your life. This is your chance to focus on what truly matters now, cherishing relationships, pursuing passions, and making memories that bring joy. And what comes next? The next step is all about breaking free from the habit of comparing yourself to others, a mindset that can rob you of satisfaction and peace. Trust me, the next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. It's about embracing your unique journey and finding joy in your own pace. Before you go, take a moment to reflect. How much time and energy could you reclaim by letting go of regrets? What new possibilities might open up for you when you stop looking back and start living fully in the present? Remember, the path to a happier life after 70 is paved with gentle self-compassion and a willingness to release what no longer serves you. Don't let regrets dim your light, let them be lessons that guide you, not weights that hold you down. If you're ready to continue this empowering journey, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for the next lessons. Together, we'll discover simple yet profound ways to embrace freedom, joy, and peace in your golden years. Lesson 4. Stop comparing yourself to others. One of the quietest but most powerful thieves of happiness is comparison. Especially after 70, it can be tempting to look around and measure your life against others, how they live, what they've achieved, or how they seem to have it all together. But the truth is, comparison only steals your joy and distracts you from what really matters, your unique journey. Why do we compare? Often, it's a way to understand where we stand or to seek validation. But the problem is, no two lives are alike. Everyone has their own path, shaped by different experiences, challenges, and blessings. Comparing yourself to others is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It simply doesn't work. Think about this. How much of your happiness have you sacrificed by measuring your life against someone else's? Have you ever felt less satisfied, less confident, or even envious because you focused on what others had instead of what you have? When you stop comparing, you open the door to true contentment. You begin to appreciate your own strengths, accomplishments, and progress. Instead of feeling less than, you can feel grateful for the unique story you've lived. Comparison also puts unnecessary pressure on you. It encourages you to chase milestones or achievements that might not even be meaningful to you. But after 70, it's your happiness and peace that matter most, not how you stack up against anyone else. Imagine waking up each day focused on your own goals, your own happiness, without the noise of comparison clouding your mind. How much lighter would that feel? How much more joy could you find in simple moments, spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or simply enjoying peace? Ask yourself, what if you celebrated your own journey instead of comparing it to someone else's? What if you focused on your unique gifts and experiences, rather than on what you think you're missing? Learning to stop comparing isn't always easy, especially in a world where social media and constant updates make it tempting to look outward. But it's one of the most freeing steps you can take for your mental and emotional well-being. Here's an important reminder: your worth is not measured by how you look, what you own, or what you've done compared to others. Your worth is inherent, simply because you are you. Embracing this truth allows you to live more fully and happily. And what comes next? The next lesson explores the vital choice to let go of toxic relationships, those connections that drain your energy instead of lifting you up. Trust me, the next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. It's about creating space for love, kindness, and positive energy in your life. Before you go, reflect for a moment. How might your life change if you stopped comparing yourself to others starting today? What opportunities for happiness and peace might you unlock by honoring your own unique path? Remember, living after 70 is your time to shine in your own way. The less you compare, the more you can celebrate your true self, flaws, strengths, and all. And that celebration brings a deeper, more lasting joy than any comparison ever could. If you're ready to embrace your unique journey and continue this empowering series, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring lessons. Together, we'll uncover the keys to a joyful, peaceful, and fulfilling life. Lesson 5. Let go of toxic relationships. As we journey through life, The people we surround ourselves with have an incredible impact on our happiness and well-being. After 70, this truth becomes even clearer. Holding on to toxic relationships, those that drain your energy, cause stress, or bring negativity, can weigh heavily on your spirit. Learning to let go of these relationships is one of the most powerful acts of self-care and love you can give yourself. Toxic relationships can take many forms: family members who criticize rather than support, friends who bring drama instead of joy, or even acquaintances who sap your energy without offering anything positive in return. Sometimes, the ties feel so strong that we believe we must endure them for the sake of loyalty or tradition. But here's the important question: is keeping this relationship worth the toll it takes on your peace and happiness? After 70, your time and energy are precious resources that deserve to be invested wisely. You don't have to hold on to connections that drain you or diminish your light. Instead, think of your relationships like a garden. Some plants thrive and bloom with care, while others wither and block the sunlight. It's okay, even necessary, to prune what no longer serves your well-being. Letting go of toxic relationships doesn't mean you're unkind or unforgiving. It means you're choosing your peace and prioritizing your mental and emotional health. It means you're creating space for more love, kindness, and positivity to flow into your life. Imagine the relief of no longer carrying the weight of negativity from a toxic relationship. How much lighter would your heart feel? How much more energy would you have to enjoy the things and people who truly uplift you? Ask yourself this: what kind of relationships do I want to nourish in this next chapter of my life? Are your current connections helping you grow, feel loved, and supported? Or are they holding you back? Remember, you deserve relationships that celebrate who you are, not ones that make you question your worth or drain your spirit. When you let go of toxicity, you make room for genuine connections that bring joy, comfort, and encouragement. And here's an important reminder: sometimes, letting go doesn't mean cutting someone out completely. It might mean setting boundaries, gentle but firm limits on what behavior you will accept and how much time and energy you give. Boundaries are a form of self-respect and a way to protect your peace. What's coming next? The final lesson is about forgetting the pressure to keep up with trends, whether technology, social media, or social expectations, and focusing instead on what truly enriches your life. Trust me, the next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. It's about embracing freedom and joy on your own terms. Before we wrap up, reflect for a moment. How might your life change if you released toxic relationships or set clear boundaries starting today? What positive energy and happiness could you invite in when you protect your heart? After 70, life is too short to spend it weighed down by negativity. By letting go of toxic ties, you're choosing to honor yourself and your well-being. You're choosing joy, peace, and the freedom to live your best life. If you're ready to embrace this freeing lesson and continue on this empowering journey, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for the final, uplifting lesson coming next. Together, we'll discover how to fully embrace the freedom and joy you deserve. Lesson 6. Forget keeping up with trends. In today's fast-paced world, there's often a lot of pressure to keep up with the latest technology, fashion, social media crazes, or even social expectations. But after 70, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is permission to step off this exhausting treadmill. Forgetting the need to keep up can open the door to more peace, joy, and freedom in your life. It's easy to feel like you should be on top of every new gadget, app, or trend. Maybe you've felt left behind or worried about being out of touch. But here's the question to consider: does keeping up with trends truly bring you happiness, or does it sometimes just add stress and pressure? Many people find that chasing trends, whether it's technology, fashion, or social expectations, doesn't actually enrich their lives. Instead, it can drain energy, create unnecessary comparisons, and distract from what really matters. After 70, your time is too precious for that. Imagine a life where you focus only on what brings you genuine joy and value without worrying about what's in or out. Whether it's choosing the clothes that feel comfortable, using technology that serves you without frustration, or engaging in hobbies and activities that light you up, you get to set your own pace. Choosing to forget about keeping up means you reclaim control over your life. You decide what's important, what's fun, and what adds meaning. This freedom can be incredibly liberating. Ask yourself this: what would it feel like to stop chasing every new trend and instead focus on what truly matters to you? How might your days change if you spent more time on what makes you happy, rather than what others say you should do? This lesson isn't about rejecting everything new or avoiding change. It's about discerning what serves you and what doesn't. Maybe you love video calls with family but don't care about the latest social media platform. Maybe you enjoy dressing stylishly but only on your own terms. That's perfectly okay. When you stop trying to keep up with every trend, you free up energy for deeper connections, meaningful experiences, and self-care. You allow yourself to be present and enjoy the moment, something that can sometimes be lost in the rush to stay current. And here's the best part. Living life on your own terms attracts authenticity and joy. You become more connected to your true self, which is the foundation of lasting happiness. So, what comes after this lesson? Actually, this is the final lesson in our series, but remember, the journey doesn't end here. Embracing these lessons means you've already taken huge steps toward a happier, more peaceful life after 70. Keep nurturing these changes daily. Before you go, reflect for a moment. What are some trends or pressures you can let go of today to make more room for your happiness and peace? How might this simple shift improve your overall well-being? Remember, the freedom to live your life on your own terms is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself at any age. Forgetting the pressure to keep up means embracing a life that feels authentic, joyful, and deeply satisfying. If you've enjoyed this series and want to keep exploring ways to live your best life after 70, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Together, we'll continue to celebrate your unique journey and the wonderful possibilities ahead. Conclusion. Thank you for joining us on this journey to a happier life after 70. If even one of these lessons resonated with you or sparked a new perspective, please share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear how you're embracing change and finding joy. What lesson stood out most to you? Or what's one thing you plan to let go of starting today? Your experiences and insights can inspire others just like you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting content designed to empower and brighten your golden years. If you benefited from this video, even a little, please leave your feedback. Your voice means the world and helps us create more valuable content just for you.